Alright, this video is a little bit of a fun one, I guess, something a little bit different. It's something that I've been planning on making, and literally planning on making for probably a month and a half now. I say literally planning because I've been thinking about things and I've been jotting them down. So I have a whole list of, like, I think 12 items. Basically what it is just things that I think CG should change in the game to make it better. Because these are just randomly thought of over time, I didn't put them in any particular order. The only one that really is in order, or only two I should say, is the very first one, because it's something that annoys me every single day. And then the very last one, but the very last one is just more or less a joke. You'll see when we get there. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. So, the very first thing I think CG should change to make the game better is make it so that Bronzium packs are multi-simmable when it comes to opening, however you want to phrase that. This way, one by one, takes forever. And like right now, I'm sitting at 7,226 ally points. That is just from today. That's not saved up from a while or anything. That's today. I did my dailies, I buy extra energy, and that's what I accumulate to, from like 0 to 7,000. And then it just takes forever. Like, come on, this game is 7 years old. How do you not have an option to multi-sim this? Or even if you can't, like, massive multi-sim, at least allow it so you can do like 10 packs at a time. Open 10, open 10. It makes it a little faster than one at a time. And then look, you accidentally hit finish. I'm not finished. I still got 5,000 to spend. So, yeah, and I know that the thing probably with them is they want you to save your ally points so you buy stuff out of the store that uses ally points. But for me, I prefer to just buy the Bronzium packs because I like getting character, like unlocking, how do I phrase it? The shards that you can get. I like them because, I mean, geez, everything I get goes right in the shard shop, which is good for me because that's where there's gear that I need and stuff. So that's why I like doing it this way. But this is just ridiculous. How long have I been talking now? And I'm still at 3,000 left. Like, this is uncalled for. For a game that's been around this long, this is something they should have thought of years ago. Anyways, I'm not going to keep going. This is too long and boring. But I have this written as a second line item. But it kind of goes hand in hand with this, so I'm going to say, in conjunction with the Bronzium packs, I just got to find them, what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where you can actually use the Bronzium currency to buy stuff. Ally points to buy stuff. Where is it? Which store is it in? This is just gems. Dang it, hold on. Well, all I was trying to think of is they have some stuff in here, but it's ridiculously overpriced. Like, they'll have these pieces, which are basic. First off, I think that's expensive right there just for gems. Come on, this is something that you can get out of challenges. Like, it should not cost that much. It should be like, you know, 100, like one of those 150 packs for 20 of these, not 280. But it's even worse when it comes to the ally points, if I could find them, if they even have it in here. Because the ally points is like something like 22,000 ally points for like 8 of those. And it's like, are you serious right now? Like, that would take forever, well, relatively forever to save up. You know, 3 days, 4 days, 7 times 4, that's 28. Yeah, so let's say 4 days. So almost like a work week, and you only get 8 of them? Dang it, where is this? It's just a bit much. What? Hold on. How is there, where? Let me see. I don't know. I probably can't show it. I don't know where it's located or anything, but that's all I'm trying to say. Like, make the prices more reasonable. For those square things, it should not cost that much. It should be like, you get 10 of them or 20 of them for like, you know, 5,000 ally points or something. It's a basic part. You can get it every day out of here. Actually, where is it? Is it this one? Nope. Is it this one? Nope. Oh my word. Figures it's gonna be the last one I check. Right here. So you can get this right here. Like, it shouldn't cost that much when you're literally giving them away 3 days a week. Anyways, moving on to the next point. Now I have written down, increase the ship drops. Yes. I don't know why, first off, I don't know why ships are, go somewhere. Why is it that ships you only get 4 shards for, but characters you get 5? And then what's even worse is they have all these double drop ones now. So like, look, these are all 10, ships are 4. Why? Why are ships so much less? I kind of get it in some regards. Like, ships are, there's a lot less ships than there are characters. There's also a lot less to do with ships than there are with characters. So yeah, okay, fine. Maybe putting more focus on characters makes more sense. There's also more to do with your characters in the long run. Like, you know, you got to get them to 7 stars. You got to get them to level 85. You got to get them to relic 7, 8, or 9, or whatever. You get their mods to do. There's Zetas. Ships don't have that. You unlock a ship, you bring it to 7 star, you get it to level 85, and you lay down all its, you max out its moves, and that's it. The ship's done. So there's a lot more work that goes into characters, but come on, when you're trying to farm a ship, like, this is stupid how long it takes. Why? Even from day one, ships always had a tiny bit less. It was 4 shards versus 5 for characters. Why? That's dumb. And the other thing is, ships don't ever get any accelerated drops. You know how they always keep adding characters to accelerated drops? Why doesn't ships get any of that? Why don't, like, the older ships that have been around forever, like even these 3 right here, these are pretty old and basic. Why aren't they on, like, an accelerated drop? What is up with this discrimination against ships? Characters get all kinds of love, and ships, you gotta take centuries to beef up your squads. It's dumb. Change it. Let's see. My next item says, make character drops guaranteed on hard nodes. Oh, yes. God, that is something I find very annoying. What do I have? Can I do this? Yeah, we'll just do this for demonstrative purposes. Hard nodes. I feel like they need to make it so that when you're on hard nodes, you guaranteed get whatever it is you're farming. And I don't mean just 1 shard. They literally should make it so you can get 5. You only have 5 spins unless you refresh it using gems. But I don't do that. So you only have 5 spins. Make it so that I can get 5 shards. No, half the time you get nothing. And it's like, cool, that'll help. It's even more annoying when it's like a character, they're like, oh, this character's been accelerated. So accelerated. 0. 0 times acceleration is still 0. So thanks for that, guys. Thanks, CG. I'm really getting this character beefed up. Let's just go to Sortie. Let's see what I get now. I have 5 spins and I get... Okay, 4, of course. It's going to be a lot because I'm trying to prove a point here. Alright, let's try someone else. Let's just go after him. 2. There we go. I wish it would have been 0 just to really demonstrate, but still, 2. So I got 5 spins today and all I got was 2 shards. Like, would it really have killed CG to give me the straight up 5 shards? No, it wouldn't have. Even if you get the full max drops every day, 1 time a day, to get to 330 shards... that still takes you like 2 months. I think it's 61 days it would take to get a character from nothing to 7 star. Like, that's not long enough of a farm? 61 days just to 7 star a character? You gotta make it longer by giving terrible drops? Like, come on, CG. Just make it a 1-to-1. Hook us up. You want to talk about accelerated drops? That would be accelerated. Make it accelerated, then you're guaranteed every spin is a drop? It's ridiculous. Alright, the next piece is actually the thing I already covered. This is 28,000 ally points for that square piece. So it was 28,000 when I saw it. Last time I saw it in the shop, I wrote it down on my note. Yeah, that's ridiculous. 28,000. And I don't know how many pieces you get, but I know it's nothing great. It's not even like you get a fully formed piece. It's like you get 10 shards or something like that, 20, for 28,000. And like I said, at 7,000 a day, that's 4 days. That's almost a whole entire work week to buy a basic part for 28,000 ally points. Like, that's ridiculous. Anyhow, moving on. Okay, the next 2 I feel like should go later on the list, so I'm gonna skip over that. We're gonna go to this one, number 8. I'll skip 7 for now and go to 8. I put revamp the power rating. There's a lot to power rating that I think really needs to change. They did do a revamp back in like November 2017. Basically what happened was the characters just got double their power at the time. So everybody's power was a lot lower. Like, you know, right now we can get up to like 50,000 power, but back in the day that was insane. 10,000 power was super high when this game first came out. But the thing is the power rating, I feel like there's a lot that's not very accurate per se about it. Like, one perfect example I can think of is, let's take 3PO. 3PO, being Relic 7, having his dual Zetas and 6-dot mods, is sitting at 33,897 power. Yet, if 3PO went up against, let's see, who's probably my weakest? Tusken Chieftain, who's sitting at 676 power, Tusken Chieftain would win. Why would he win? Because 3PO automatically just escapes, which means his super high power rating means nothing. He is not that strong. Even in any regular context, even if 3PO didn't escape for some weird reason, he's still not that strong. I mean, 3PO versus Range Trooper even. Range Trooper is sitting at like half of 3PO's power just about. But he would crush 3PO because 3PO doesn't even have any attacks. So one thing right there, that's weird. Like, I feel like, I get it, he needs to have a power rating. You can't just leave him at like 0, but he doesn't really have that power. He has no power. He's weak because he doesn't attack. He just is just there. He's a good support. Very good support character, but he doesn't do anything. Another thing, I think, with the power rating is, like, Zetas seem to artificially boost the power rating. It always adds, like, 2,600 power or something, just generically. Every single Zeta just adds 2,600 power. Doesn't matter how crappy the Zeta is or how good the Zeta is, 2,600 power is added. So, for an example, a terrible Zeta is, I think it's Veteran Smuggler Chewie. Let me just find him. Is this him right there? Yes. The Zeta gave it so his offense duration was +1. That is worthless. That is stupid. That's not even an Omicron. I mean, Omega. That's not even an Omega. That's just some worthless crap that they put out as a Zeta. And yet he got 2,500 whatever power boost because of that. Really, though? Is it really worth that much? No, it's not. It's worthless. The other thing I think about with the power rating is, I feel like there's a lot of stuff that gets counted that shouldn't count. A perfect example I could think of is like a Jedi squad. A lot of the Jedi, especially the ones that are most often used, have leader abilities. Like, let's take, for example, you're going to use Jedi Master Kenobi. Obviously, he's got a leader ability. Say you put Gas in there. Well, he's got a leader ability. You put General Kenobi in there. He's got a leader ability. All of these characters have leader abilities. Yeah, are they being used as the leader? No. Jedi Master Kenobi's leader ability is being used. The rest are just there. So now you have General Skywalker sitting at 37,752 power, yet his leader ability is part of that power, and it's not being used at all. So I feel like that's artificially inflating his power. He doesn't really have that power. It's an option, but it's not being actively used, so it shouldn't count towards his overall power. Same applies to General Kenobi. He would be serving as like a support/tank. He wouldn't be doing any of this with his leader ability. It's just an option. So I feel like that's something else that should be taken into consideration. Like, especially after you craft a crew, when you have a whole team ready to go, maybe it should automatically adjust the power to take out their leader abilities or something. Or what I was thinking could happen is, maybe if you have a team that has other characters that have leader abilities, take portions of those leader abilities and apply it to the team as a whole. Because at the end of the day, if you are a leader and you have insights and stuff, just because you're part of a team doesn't mean that you all of a sudden become stupid and can't remember how to lead. Those instincts are still there and stuff. So maybe some of it should still apply. Like, I think a perfect one is Qui-Gon. So Qui-Gon with his Zeta, whoops, I went too far. You know, it's +5 speed, and then Jedi allies gain offense equal to 3 times their speed and gain foresight for 2 turns at the start of blah blah blah, all of that extra stuff. So maybe, say you have Qui-Gon in your team. Well, obviously his full leader ability is not going to work, but maybe give the whole team the speed boost. Everybody gets +30 speed. Now you're not getting the offense boost and you're not getting the foresight because that's part of him as the leader. But why can't they at least get the speed boost? Or, I don't know, who else? Her, she's got a leader ability. At the start of battle, Jedi allies gain 15% turn meter and protection up. And Jedi tank allies taunt for 1 turn. while Jedi allies have protection up, they have blah, blah, blah. So maybe take a little portion of this. Make it so that everybody gets, at the start of battle, everybody gets 15% turn meter and protection up. Well, maybe not protection up. That's pretty good. That's fair. But let's just say the 15% turn meter and Jedi tanks taunt. Like, that's not too crazy. That's just taking a little bit of her. It's a sample of her leader ability. Do something like that then. Either compensate for the leader abilities not being used by eliminating the power, because that power doesn't matter when they're not the leader, or take bits and pieces of the leader ability and add it to the squad as a whole. That way then it's not just useless. Otherwise, that's all it is just useless. You know? Just like another thing I think about, I don't know if I can really think of any examples offhand, but again, back to the power rating, it's like the number of moves makes a huge difference too, and sometimes it's like, does it though? Like, let's see, you got 4 moves, you also have 4, you have 4, jeez, all these guys have 4, so this isn't working out too well for me. Let's go to everybody. I don't know, but basically what I'm trying to say is, like, let's say, okay, he's pretty worthless. He has 4 moves, though. So he's going to be able to hit higher power levels than, let's say, Range Trooper, who only has 3 moves. But at the end of the day, if there was a battle of Range Trooper versus at, like, say, equal gear, like right now they're both gear 12, I'm pretty sure Range Trooper would win. He probably hits harder, he probably has better defense and all that. Is pretty worthless. So, like, his power would be higher because he has 4 abilities, but he's not actually better. It's just by default, he has an extra move, so his power's a little more. You know, or even like the Jawas. I don't know, I feel like there needs to be a massive overhaul. And CG, if somehow you actually end up seeing this, hey, hit me up. I probably could help you out. I have a degree in math. I do math tutoring at a local college. I don't want to say I'm pretty good with numbers. I'm very good with numbers. I remember numbers all the time for no reason, just because it's a number and it just works for me. So if you need somebody to come up with some kind of formulation for your power rating system, hey, hire me. I'll happily do it. Come up with a nice, sexy Excel spreadsheet for you for all the characters, and yeah, we'll make this happen. Anyhow, moving on to the next thing. So now I'll go backwards. I said I did 8. Now I'll go to 7. 7 says, make GLs and legendaries easy to unlock. Now, I'm not saying, I don't mean for that to sound like the way it sounds, like, oh, I hate these hard events. I get it. They need to be hard because they are a better character. But what I am saying is, make it so that, you know, we farm and farm and farm and farm for these characters. The least you could do is make it so that once you get to the event, it's easy. You put in all that legwork, and it pays off. Like the GLs. You know, they take forever. My first GL was Kylo, Supreme Leader Kylo. It literally took me over a year. I think it was like 13 or 14 months it took me of farming all his requirements. And then you get to the event, and the event was hard. His event. Now, surprisingly, and luckily I should say, the other GLs have been pretty easy that I've unlocked. Jedi Master Kenobi was actually surprisingly very easy, his event. But I'm just saying, that's how they should be. And they shouldn't be all these rounds. I mean, it's still a month just to unlock the character once you finally meet the requirements. Like, seriously, a year of farming requirements as a free-to-play player isn't long enough? I need another month on top of that? Just so that way then I can unlock the character I'm trying to unlock? Like, come on. That's ridiculous. Make it so that I can just get it. Or, if you want to make the actual event hard, then make it so the requirements are easy. Make it so that the characters only need to be like Gear 12. You know, something easy, not Relic 7 and all this nonsense, so you're farming and farming and farming, but something that you're just kind of, boop, okay, I'm there, now let's do this event. Ooh, this is hard, but doable with the proper strategy or whatever, you know? Like, one that I always think about is Gas. Gas's event was ridiculous. Oh my god, it took forever just to unlock the ability to enter his event, and then you get there and it's super hard. I mean, it's so hard, I haven't even made videos about it because I can't properly strategize, because anytime I win, it just seems to be by chance. Like, oh, hey, look, I won. Cool. It's so hard. And then the worst part is, when you finally do complete it, you only get Gas 5-star. Then it's the long haul of farming him in the shard shop, or whatever, not the shard shop, but the Territory War shard shop. So that way then you can get them up to 7-star. Right here, 3,800 of these, so that you can get them to 7-star. It's such a long process. It was probably 2 years for me just to unlock Gas. Now, is he a good character? Yeah. But is that much effort worth it? No, that's ridiculous. Like, make it easier. If you're gonna make it hard for the requirements, then at least make it so I can unlock him. Put him in the event as a 7-star unlock, and then just make it easy enough. Okay, you did all that work to get those characters where they need to be. Boom, here you go. Here's the character, basically. Don't make it even harder. At the end of the day, this is just a freemium game. There's no reason for it to be this difficult. You know, you can only get so high up in your power rating in general because of the game's internal limitations. You know what I mean? It's not like this is a game that, like Pokemon or something, where you can get your Pokemon stronger and get them evolved and give them Carboses and all this crap to boost their stats. You only have so much you can do. So, like, there's no reason to max out the difficulty like they like to do. It's ridiculous. Anyhow, moving on. Let me see my list, because I know I jumped around a little. Okay, we'll get back to those ones later. What do I have next? I had a sub-note here that said, for the GLs, it said, make this story like a marquee event. So, I actually don't really remember what I meant. I think what I mean is a lot of these GL events are kind of weird. Like the Kylo one, it's kind of just stupid. You just kind of go into a room and you do some battles, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. The first round's 10 times. Second round is what? 4 times, and the third round's 3 times or something like that. So I think what I was saying is make it more like a marquee event, how there's kind of a story. It's not a great story, but there's still something. Like, if it's a GL, then that means it's a big character that has a lot of history. Like, incorporate that. Put it into the gameplay. Make it so there's a story, and, like, each little bit of progression is actually, like, progressing this character's story. Come on, when they did Supreme Leader Kylo, you could have started way back from his days with training under Luke. And then him becoming with the First Order. And then stuff from, Force Awakens. Then you see some stuff from Last Jedi. And then it ends off with, you unlock him around the time where he's actually now a galactic legend in Rise of Skywalker. You know what I mean? Like, just make it a little more fun instead of just kind of stale. Anyways, moving on, it says, I put, if you're close to rounding out gear, just give it. I.e., I need 4 pieces, but I get 3. Yes. I'm sure many of you have experienced this. How the closer you get to finishing off a piece of gear, the more stingy CG seems to get in their computer. Like right now, I need 13 of these. If I farmed them, I'm not saying I get great drops, but I'll probably get like 2, 3, 4 pieces for, I don't know, 7 spins or something. But yeah, say I was at 29 out of 30. I could probably spend 2 full energy refreshes and get 0 pieces. And it's like, come on, I'm right there. Just throw me the 1 piece I need. Why do I gotta farm so hard for this? It happens all the time. It's so annoying. I get right there. Nope, can't hook me up. It's like there was one time where I was far like this. I was at like 13. And I got 3 energy refreshes worth. That's 150 crystals at 50 a refresh. And it brought me all the way to 29. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? You couldn't have just given me that 1 extra that I need so I can lay this piece down? No, you're going to stop me right here, so now I got to wait to get the 1 piece? And then sure enough, what happened? When bonus energy came, did I get that 1 piece? No, I had to wait till the next bonus energy, and then they gave me like 4. It was like, seriously? You couldn't have done this hours ago? Now you hook me up with 4. All I needed was 1. You couldn't ever give me that 1, but now you can give me 4. Like, just stop it. The closer you get, they should just make it easier. Ah, here you go. You're super close. Here you go. Here's the gear. They keep claiming that everything's all about, trying to accelerate stuff. How is that accelerating anything when you're gating me when I need 1? That's stupid. Just stop it. Oh, man, this is a huge one. Actually, these next 2 are huge. I forgot. So, one of them, the AI. I don't know what is up with the AI in this game, but it is dumb. Dumb. I'm just gonna do this, just so you can see what I'm talking about. If you can see, I don't know. But the AI in this game is so stupid. And it's like, why? The AI should be smart. You guys program the game, you program all this crap. Program it so it's smart. Why did you make it dumb? the AI has no strategy, no nothing. It does its biggest moves, and then it works down to basic, and as soon as the biggest move comes, it goes and does the big move again. Like, I think a perfect example, actually, maybe I should have went to Conquest instead of Grand Arena. I mean, whatever. Yeah, Grand Arena. No, this isn't Grand Arena. What is this? Squad Arena. But yeah, something that does all the time is, like, I'll have Nihilus on my team, and there's a character that's got, like, a tiny little red sliver of health. Literally, Nihilus's basic would take it out. What do they do? Nope, let's waste Annihilate on it. Like, are you kidding me right now? Don't waste an Annihilate. That thing was almost dead. You could have touched it and it would have died. You're gonna waste the biggest move we have? Or another one, which usually this works in my favor. It's when you go up against the AI and they're full of tanks, and it makes them all taunt, and it's like, do you not realize how dumb that is? The point of a taunt is to have one character draw all the fire towards them. So, when everybody's taunting, what difference does it make? It's like nobody's taunting. Everybody's fair game. I can go after whoever I want. Like, your taunt was stupid. Like I said, usually I'm going up against the computer, so it's not like that's my team that's full of tanks that they're making taunt. But still, I'm just saying, like, it's dumb. Or what else does the AI do all the time that's severely stupid? I don't know, just stuff all the time. Like this. I think this is dumb. Maybe I'm wrong. But this is so dumb. Why are they targeting Kenobi? You notice how the AI on their side is going after all my secondary characters, but for some reason, they make me target Kenobi. Why? That's dumb. This guy has the most health, most everything. He's a fucking GL, so we're gonna go after him? Yeah, that makes sense. I'll be able to take him out, no problem. No, don't take out the secondary characters that are a lot weaker, and we have a much better shot at actually killing. No, let's go after their leader. That makes sense. But this is what I always deal with. I mean, okay, so maybe I got lucky there, then it actually worked. But 9 out of 10 times, that don't work. They have a full team, and I'm dead because they're focused on going after the leader. Like, hello? How stupid do you gotta be when you got all these weak idiots around here? But yeah, so all I'm saying is they gotta make the AI better. Like, come on. You guys program the game. Program your computer, your computing system, to be better. Why is it so dumb? It should not be this dumb. After 7 years, I can see at first if it was dumb, fine. The game was a lot more basic then, so maybe you're not putting effort into the AI, and also you were just creating a game. You were a small studio then. You were under the help of EA and stuff. But now, come on, fix it. Stop having such a stupid AI. It's ridiculous. And then another one. Confirmation before spending crystals. That needs to be a fucking thing that happens, because I'm sick and tired of this. There's so many times where I accidentally, like, I can't do it because I don't have enough, so I'm good. But I'll go down here, like I'm trying to buy this crap. I go down here, accidentally hit this, and it's like, poop. And then I do have enough, though. And it allows me to buy it. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just buy? And then I'm like, are you serious right now? I just bought Razor Crest shards for 480 gems that I don't need at all. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. They should have a confirmation that says, are you sure you want to buy this? Then I can be like, yes, I do. That way then I'm not just accidentally blindly wasting gems. You know, gems aren't the most easiest thing to come by. Like, as you see, I'm sitting at only 297. So I don't want to waste it, like, say, on Talia right here. I don't need her. So that would suck, you know? What would happen if I tried? Oh, okay. I just wanted to do it as an example, but I don't want to waste them. But, you know, it's like, this has happened to me way too many times recently, where I've been wasting a lot of gems on accident, and it's like, all they have to do is have a confirmation. Are you sure you want to do this? Oh, whoa, no, I don't want to do that. Thanks for asking. Nope. They're just like, okay, you want to spend this? Here you go. Have fun with that you didn't need. I don't know why you wanted to buy that. You don't need those Razor Crest shards at all, but okay, I'll let you buy it. Like, no, you know I don't need this. Come on. Or maybe have some kind of a smart method to go about asking. Like, say you do accidentally buy something that's 7 stars already. Maybe it can double check you, like, oh, you already have this character at 7 star. You sure you still want to buy these? You know, so maybe it's not a check for everything, but at least stuff that makes the most sense. Like, a perfect example is in this other game I play. Let me just show you. Alright, so this is the example. This is the game that I play. I've been playing for a long time. It's called Adventure Communist. It's kind of stupid, but it's just something mindless that I play. not super aggressively like Star Wars and stuff. It's just kind of passive. If I'm bored, I'll log in. But anyways, for example, watch what happens. This is me being able to spend my characters or my comrades. So as you see up at the top, it says I have 315.78 billion comrades. So let's say I accidentally came over here. I'm maxed out now on how many I'm going to spend. And say I choose the 10s. Okay, well, that's stupid. That is very stupid. They used to have a precaution in them that would say, a pop-up would come up saying, are you sure you want to spend this here? And then you could say, oh, whoops, no. Apparently they got rid of that. Okay, so this was a failed attempt at showing an example. Anyways, that is such a fucking waste now, too, because I could have used that towards something that actually matters. Thanks a lot, Adventure Communist. Well, that was an absolute fail. I don't know when they changed that. That's pretty stupid that they changed that, too. They used to have a pop-up, though, that if you tried to buy something like that, it would say, oh, are you sure? You don't need this. And then you could either say, yes, I want to proceed, or, oh, whoops, my bad, no. I don't know why they got rid of it. That is so dumb. Why would you downgrade that? That was a good feature, so you couldn't accidentally do that. Because, I mean, it would work all the way down towards the end, like the bottom of the row, because the way it works is that as you go up the ladder, each level below it enhances the level above it. So, like, even way down towards the bottom, it could be the second up, and it would say, oh, are you sure you want to spend them here? Can't believe they got rid of that. That was such a waste now. I spent a ton of comrades on trash I didn't need. Literally did not need that at all. I was just trying to show an example. Anyways, though, I wish it would have worked. Regardless, all I'm trying to say, though, is they need to have some kind of confirmation on the crystals so you don't just blindly waste them like I just did there on the comrades. Next bit, I don't know what I'm on. I think I'm on 10 now, number 10. They need to make everything that can be simmable. Like, they have events. Do they have one in here, maybe, that I could just kind of talk about for an example? Well, okay, perfect one right here is Home 1. All of these events, actually. You have to do them every single time. When this thing comes around on one day, 10 hours, so I guess tomorrow, no, Tuesday, when it comes around, I'm going to have to actually go in and do this. Now, granted, it's easy nowadays. You know, I'm so far advanced that my guys go in and just tear it up. But still, why do I actually have to battle for? Just make it so that way then it's simmable. I've completed this thing hundreds of times. Just let me go in and sim it. I don't need to do it. Or another one is like, I don't know what it's called, but it's the one that you use, like, Kira as the lead on. And again, every time it comes around, I gotta go in and actually do the battles. Why? Why is that not simmable? Why can't I just go in, sim the last tier, call it a day? Or they got the one with the Dathomir thing, where you fight the, what's it called? The Templar, the temple thing? Why isn't that simmable? Why do I have to do that every time? Like, it's stupid. I 3-starred it. It's done. I can beat it. I've beaten it with multiple teams. Like, I switched my teams up just to try to keep it fresh since they make me have to do it. But why can't I just sim it? Everything that's simmable, everything that's something reasonable to be simmable should be simmable. There's no reason that we have to go through and do these mindless, boring, pointless battles. Nobody's even doing them. Everyone probably does it like me. You just go and put it on full auto and just call it a day and wait for your prize. So just let us sim it. It's the same thing. It's not like I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so fun watching this on full auto. Just let me sim it. Anyhow, the last two things that I think they should change, which I had higher up on the list, but I figure I'll save them for the end. One of which, like I said, the very last one is kind of like a joke, but still. The first one. Keep the fucking Q&A focused. The whole point, this is cool that they've introduced the Q&A because it is pretty decent. It is a pretty decent way for us to get to learn new characters and stuff like that. Learn more about them other than just what the kit reveal says. Before, that's really all we had. And then you had the community's comments at the bottom. And then sometimes a person from CG would dip in and answer a question or two. But this is much better. You have much more opportunity. Like, they open it up just for you to ask questions and they all answer. And it's usually within 24 hours that they do this. So that's pretty cool. It's like a quick turnaround. You get the kit reveal, you get your questions, you pose your questions, they answer, and then you have this whole full forum the next day. But at the same time, they need to keep it focused and don't put stupid stuff in there like this one. on the Fury class interceptor Q&A. Hi Meathead, how's your week been so far? I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking. New magic cards arrived this week, so very excited to stream opening those packs. Nobody cares about that. That has absolutely nothing to do with this new character / ship. It doesn't answer any questions about the ship. This is pointless. This is two dickheads just talking to each other. Some moron asked this question, and this idiot answered. And then they thought, hey, this should be good to add to our Q&A. No, it's not. It's a waste of time. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you like Magic. Nobody cares that you're interested in the new cards. Nobody cares that there are new cards. Nobody really gives a fuck how you're doing, except for this one person. Like, that's not what we're here for. We're here to see these type of questions. You know, will the Malgus farm be eased? With the Interceptor second specials, are all the buffs at each threshold applied? Stuff like that is what we care about, not this, or any other dumb questions that they've had, or sometimes somebody asks a dumb question that's really dumb, has nothing to do with this, like, oh, hi, mate, how you doing? It's just some dumb random question, and they actually answer it. Or somebody asks a semi-serious question, but CG decides to answer in a stupid way for whatever reason. Like, give a proper answer. That's the whole point of this, so we can learn more about the character. If you think the question's stupid, then don't waste your time giving a stupid answer, just admit it. Don't waste our time with dumb nonsense. We are here to learn about this character, not see, hey Meathead, how's your week so far? I don't care. That has nothing to do with this character. Don't include that. It clearly says Fury class Interceptor community questions and answers. What the fuck does Meathead's week have to do with that ship? Nothing. Jeez, at the end of the day, Meathead is only a community manager anyways, which means in the overall context of the development of the ship, he had nothing to do with it. He didn't pitch any ideas for what the kit should be or what the ship should look like. He didn't work on the design team to come up with the design. He didn't work on the implementation team to get the design and the kit reveal into the game. He didn't work on any of the back programming. He's a fucking community manager. That's it. So why are we even including any dumb questions directly related to him? You know what I mean? This is almost as dumb as when you go to a restaurant and the food's super good, so you leave your waiter a good tip. It's like, at the end of the day, your waiter did shit. It was the chef that made the food taste really good, yet the waiter's the one that gets the bonus money because the food tasted good. How did that make any sense? Just like this, I don't care what Meathead, how his week's been. He's a fucking community manager. He's somebody that just sits around and answers questions that people pose him. It has nothing to do with this ship. Don't include this shit anymore. Make it straight up about the characters, and that's it. And then, my very last thing that I want to say, which is kind of a joke thing, is they need to get rid of Meathead, because I can't stand this guy. He's always all about his stupid woke speaking all the time. Like, every time there's a character that's clearly a guy or a girl, does he say he or she? Nope, he's going to say them. Well, they. What was the most famous one? He was talking about somebody. Seer Junda or something. Clearly a woman, but he kept saying they. Bitch, it ain't they. She is she. Seer Junda. She. Her. Dumbass. Stop with your stupid woke speaking. Fuck off. Nobody's here to play this game and listen to your dumb political shit. Say what it is. How about I start calling you a dumbass then? Oh, I'm not gonna call you a they them. That's disgraceful towards they them. That's insulting to they them. I'm just gonna call you dumbass. How about that? Fuckhead. Tuscan fuckhead, how about that? This guy pisses me off with his dumb shit. And that's why these two get put together, because he's also part of this stupid questioning shit. He's the one that puts these dumb questions in here that have nothing to do with the character. Because, see, this is all about inflating his ego and stuff. Oh, hey, so somebody asked about me. Yeah, fuck you, meathead. Or should I say fuckhead? So yeah, get rid of this douchebag. Get somebody better back that's normal. Not worried about stupid leftist political bullshit and pumping up his own ego. He's supposed to be pumping up the game, bitch. And answering our questions. Not worried about putting dumb shit in there that people ask you specifically. Hey, asshole that asked this question. Why don't you figure out what his DMs are and ask him there? Instead of on a forum for a ship. Anyways. That's all I got. So that's basically all the ideas that I have for now. There were a couple others that I thought of, but I didn't have my paper with me, so I wasn't able to write them down. I suppose this is enough of a list, though. It's about 12 things. So, yeah. It would be cool if you could see any of these implemented. It would be cool if you could see all of them implemented. I'm not really asking for anything too extreme. It's pretty basic, normal things, but we're also dealing with CG, who, at the end of the day, they don't really give a fuck about their community base. They care more about money in their pocket, and whales and krakens provide that. So whatever the whales and krakens say is going to happen, not what just some random guy like me says. But that's my thoughts. And yeah, hopefully you have similar opinions, because that can only help strengthen numbers, right? And until next time, I said see ya.